Hey guys, Chris and PJ here live in the Dream Giveaway Garage.
Happy Tuesday, sir.
Happy Big T-Rex Tuesday, PJ,
Yeah,
and all our fans out there.
Big T-Rex.
Where have the last 11 months gone?
It's been a very fast 11 months for this T-Rex.
And we have, what, 7 days left?
That's it.
To enter the win. Kathy has a list of 10 things she wants me to talk about the T-Rex. We'll see if we can get to all 10 today. That's why I have my cheat notes here, because I don't have a cue card there behind PJ or a teleprompter. Hope you guys are doing well out there today. 2 days until we pull the Classic Ford winner.
Everybody's still wondering who won. I'm like, well, it hasn't happened yet.
I like that K-Code Mustang. I like it a whole lot. Here's what's really neat is that so many people also love that 77 F-150.
Yeah, we've had people come in here and dive right underneath the truck and be like,
I saw that.
Crazy.
Wanted to check out the shocks and the suspension and the bushings, and they had fun doing that. So T-Rex. Number one, we're going to get through all 10 of these. 1,012 horsepower.
Now,
you know what they call that? They call that a hypercar.
Now it says 1,000 right here.
I know, because they round it down.
Okay.
I mean, literally, the Mammoth 1000 has a little more ring to it than Mammoth 1012, right? It's okay to round. So 1,000 plus horsepower, the stock T-Rex has 707, maybe 717, one of the two from the factory. So almost 300 horsepower more, still supercharged, still a 6.2 liter, but they did some significant upgrades, not only to the tuning, but to the supercharger system. That's primarily where that extra power is coming from. I don't think that they went into the short block itself and changed anything there as far as displacement is concerned.
Do you really need over 700 horsepower to...
Do you need 1,000 horsepower? Well, 0 to 16, what, 3.2 seconds on a 6,000 pound truck? You know,
that's a lot to move.
The company that builds these is in Texas. Everything is bigger in Texas, right?
Sounds good.
The trucks, the horsepower, so you kind of get that. However, it is still a gasoline-powered truck. It's not diesel. It's not electric. It's oftentimes, when you hear us talking about 1,000 horsepower, you think it might be an all-electric vehicle.
Or a hybrid or something like that.
Not at all. Still 100% gas-powered. And you've got 7 days left. Let's see what else we got here for number two. It is the Last Stand edition, and only 200 of them were scheduled to be produced. How do we know it's part of that Last Stand edition? I think if you look right in there at that Hennessy badge, what's it say?
Mammoth 1000, I guess it's number 10.
Number 10.
Yeah.
So this is one of the early production ones. So very limited edition. How much would that limited edition cost you if you had them build one for you, if they're still making them? I think I saw something saying that these were about $180,000. I'm still kind of wrapping my brain around that. How can a truck made in America cost $180,000? But that's what it is when you get this level of exclusive power. PJ.
Tackleberry wants to know what transmission is behind it to hold the 1,000 horsepower.
Well, it's got a TorqueFlite transmission on it. Ask me the model number of the... I'll have to look on the window sticker and I'll answer that on another day. No, it's not a TorqueFlite 727. Thanks, guys. They haven't made those since what? 1980? That's an interesting question. When was the last time they did the last TorqueFlite 727? Had to have been in the 70s. Okay, let's get on to the next one here. Okay, 200 of those were made. Legendary performance. We talked about the supercharger, transmission recalibration, every component dyno tested and professionally installed. But there's an optional package on here, and this will bring us up to number 4, and that's the off-road package. So you could have gotten a Mammoth just with the Mammoth supercharger, the performance package, or you could have gotten the off-road package. And you could have gotten the off-road package. This one does have the off-road package, the big wheels, big suspension, all that. That's like a $20,000 upgrade. And that includes custom bumpers, LED lights, a leveling kit.
Yeah, there's a lot going on in this thing.
Now look at this. Kathy says this vehicle has jaw-dropping good looks. I'm not going to argue with Kathy. If you knew Kathy, you wouldn't argue with her either.
Especially if you're standing next to it, Chris.
It is a great-looking vehicle.
Yeah. I love the profile
And
side.
that's part of that off-road package right there. Looks to me like these may be made from DV8. I'm not sure. Kind of looks like their style. You can see the lighting here as well. So good stuff happening there. That's the jaw-dropping looks. And sounds like a thunderstorm on wheels. It does sound massive as well. We're not going to fire it up today. We've got 7 days left. But 1 week from today, we will fire it up for you. So you have to be patient. While you're waiting for that, why don't you get to dreamgiveaway.com? Get your entries to win. Help out those 8 great charities. Built for comfort and conquest. Hauls and climbs with ease. But it's got embroidered headrests, custom floor mats, a plush cabin. Look at all that good stuff it's got in there.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
Again, $180,000. Remember when that used to be a 30-year mortgage?
Right.
To buy this now on even say 72 months would cost you, what, $2,000 a month?
Yeah.
Plus interest? Crazy. Someone for as little as $3 will win this bad boy. Number 8, turnkey custom. Everything's been done on this. All you have to do, well,
Let's turn the key.
but there's no key to turn. All you have to do is push the button. We still use the phrase turnkey to mean when you push the button.
I guess you'd have to put your foot on the brake in order to push the
That's
button,
correct.
So, yeah.
Daily driver, weekend warrior. That's correct. You could drive this to work every day. You could have a blast with it on the weekend. In fact, let's come back here, take a look at this short bed, see if this is going to allow me to do this. Got a nice bed liner in there. It's got the rail system in there if you go ahead and lock down your lumber or whatever, your refrigerator or whatever you're going to put in there from Home Depot. Number 10. I got through all 10 of these. Kind of proud of that. We're going to pay the taxes. What do we mean by that? Anytime you win a prize, federal government wants to know. If you win a $180,000 prize, they want to know.
They really want to know.
They really want to know. So we're going to pay that federal prize tax. It'll be up to you if you decide to title it and register it in your home state to deal with that with your state. But we'll make sure that the federal prize tax is covered on your behalf if you're the winner. That means if you win the prize, you get to keep the prize. PJ, who's out there today and what comments do they have?
Well, Michael says in 1990s the transmissions were renamed. However, the original torque flight design renamed the basics of many Chrysler design transmissions through 2007 and FWD transactionals through 2000. But Roger says last A727 was 1991.
Really? They had a 727 all the way up until 91? In what vehicle?
I don't know about that.
I'm thinking of what did Chrysler have early 90s? A K-code car? A minivan? Or would it have simply been in the Ram 1500s until 91? I'm very interested to know the answer on that because they really, for muscle cars, well, remember they had the Shelby partnership and they had the thing with Mitsubishi where they were doing the little cars and calling them muscle cars. Ooh, that was a frightening era. But yes, 727, I'm guessing it was in the Ram truck. But if I'm wrong, then please enlighten me and my brilliant audience.
Lewis says this is the same color as my S10. Chris, what color is this? And don't say blue.
No, it may be similar to your S10, but Dodge would not have taken a Chevy color.
Oh, so it's pretty close though, I'm sure, right?
Yeah. I don't know what. I'm going to grab that window sticker, and tomorrow we're going to show you the window sticker to it. We're going to go talk about colors. We'll talk about that transmission code, and I believe that maybe an 8-speed. I don't think Dodge is using 10 speeds yet. That would be Ford or GM.
Joe says perfect support vehicle for epic mountain bike trips.
Really would, and you could easily put your mountain bikes in there. Look at this. Another good shot here. And I don't know about you, but I'll tell you, PJ dropped me off at the Dodge dealer earlier today. Had to pick something up. I couldn't write a check for $180,000 for a new vehicle. I don't know about you guys. I could write a check for $25 or $100 or whatever to try to win it. Not that I can enter, not that PJ can enter, but you guys can. And that's it. That's the whole kind of methodology here. That these are vehicles that most of us just could not go out and buy. But when you help out charity, and if you have that magic ticket, then you're the winner.
That's right. Kathy says Hydro Blue.
Hydro Blue. Yep, I recall seeing that.
Blue.
It is a cool color.
Yeah, I love that color.
And these tailgates are so much easier to go up and down than ones back in the 70s, 80s, even the 90s. Super simple here. Much lighter, almost like a soft open and close. Very nice.
Jesus says, beautiful truck for the next giveaway. Would you consider giving away a Ram RHO?
I don't know. We gave away a Ram for the big diesel truck. We'll have to look and see. We are talking about what the next trucks that we'll be giving away will be. I can't say any more. My lips are sealed.
Good deal.
I will tell you, however, that July 1st we will be launching a classic car. If you watched yesterday, you already got that Easter egg. Now you're trying to figure out exactly what I mean. We'll have to talk more about that as we get closer to July 1st. It's a good one, I'll tell you that. Yep.
Yes, it is.
Yes. In fact, now I'm not going to give any clues. All right. Well, there we go. 10 great reasons you should get your entries to win the Mammoth 1000 Ram TRX, built by Hennessy, one of 200 that we were told would be produced during this limited edition run. Plus, we'll pay the taxes. Wow. This is good stuff. Hey, if you're ever here on vacation, or if you live local, come visit us. We'd like to give you a tour, and you'll get to see some stuff in the top secret area too, like what's launching on July 1st.
Good stuff.
Okay, anything else, PJ?
Roger wants to know when's the next Pontiac. We'll have to find out when that's on the list.
Well, we ended the 65 GTO. We'll have to wait and see on that, Roger.
That's right.
We'll see you guys tomorrow. More great fun, more great action, more great grand prizes. It only happens right here in our favorite